Hello everyone, back to tuning into today's third and final video. We're going to have a look at the weather. There's 14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to 23rd of August. We'll be able to extend out beyond that with the GFS and ECM ensembles. Maybe I'll try in a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFSB2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. Gets us into the first half of September, and I shall get on back for you in a moment. Just say that first. The video today was our 6 a.m. UK weather forecast, and I've also released the extended European outlook as well. Check out those two vids if you'd like to. Like, share, and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much, everyone. We've got around 85 subscribers to get ourselves to 18.7k. So if you could give us a sub, to your friends and family to subscribe, it'd be incredible, it'd be amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. Right, let's begin in the tropical and subtropical Atlantic. So we have now got tropical storm Ernesto, giving maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour with a minimum surface pressure of 1,005 millibars. Ernesto is moving westwards at 18 miles per hour. Clicking on Ernesto, we're going here. We can see this is still predicted to become a hurricane. So currently tropical storm Ernesto just there. By Thursday, they've got Hurricane Ernesto moving northwards. Looks like could give a direct hit to Bermuda at some point around the end of the week and into the weekend. Let's see how strong this forecast to get. So still being forecast to go to maximum sustained winds of 110 miles per hour as this hurricane hits Bermuda. That is a high-end Category 2, virtually on the cusp of being a Category 3, major Category 3 hurricane. It's not impossible that this might become a major hurricane before it hits Bermuda at some point at the end of the week. Certainly it's one to watch, even if it stays Category 2. With maximum sustained winds of 110 miles per hour. It's going to be a devastating hurricane, of course. But I wouldn't be that surprised if this powers up even more than that. But we'll see how that works out. Of course, we will be keeping you updated over the coming days. Of course we will. Well, coming back to home, we see that the central temperature is now up to 18.5, which is 2.8 degrees above 61 to 1990 average. That is provisional to yesterday, to the 12th of August. So certainly going to be a very, very warm first half to August. Follows on from June being about average, a little bit below for the modern average, and also July being very close to average, and again slightly below for the modern average, 91 to 2020. But August really stepping up 2, 3, 4 gears in terms of the summer. So as we predicted with GavsWeatherVids summer forecast, which I think it's done quite well, but we'll review it, evaluate it when we get into September. But as we predicted, August shaping up to be the driest and also warmest month of the summer, and that is very much what we're seeing so far. Very, very warm, sort of first 12 days to August. These were GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles the next couple of weeks. We're at Norwich today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Norwich. Still in the cool down period, so still very warm over there in Norwich at the moment. Gradual drop in the upper air temperature taking place through the middle part of the week. So as we go into the second half of the week and the coming weekend, we are back closer to average. We're generally hovering quite close to the long-term 30-year average as we go through the last week, 10 days or so of August. Precipitation-wise, there will be some dry weather, plenty of dry weather the next couple of days actually, but there will be some showery rain to come for Norwich over the last stages of this week. And then maybe a little bit more into next week. Overall, that is a relatively dry ensemble graph, I have to say. Not that much in the way of rainfall going on there. Temperature anomalies from the 13th to 21st of August. A little bit above average England, Wales, near North Scotland and Northern Ireland. Precipitation anomalies from the 18th to 21st of August. Most areas drier than north, but Western Scotland a little bit wetter than average. Latest weather map from earthandnullschool.net shows got an area of low pressure to west of Scotland today with a weather front coming in from the Atlantic. That is bringing rain at the moment into the west, and that rain will push southwards and eastwards overnight and into tomorrow, but generally start to fizzle out a little bit as it does so. And we do it all over again at the end of the week. So this is the latest UK Met Euro run for midnight on Friday, by which time another weather system is coming southeast across the country, introducing cooler air from off the Atlantic and bringing some rain with it. Could be a little bit of rain at the end of the week into the southeast corner, but probably not all that much. Into the weekend, we're as flat as pancake, high pressure south, low pressure to the north, and we bring in these westerly winds. They'll bring showers to the north, but show a lot of dry weather in the south. For the early part of next week, next area of low pressure deepening in the Atlantic, pushing eastwards, maybe bringing another band of rain and a cooler shot of air into the north and the west. Icon looks like that. So once more, we have an all-south split for the weekend. Mostly dry, reasonably warm in the south, and to that particular ridge, a little bit more unsettled though further north. Next week, we draw out some quite warm air into the south through the early part of the week, but low pressure brings wet wind weather into the north. Baseball remains of Hurricane Ernesto, by the way, moving into the North Atlantic. Then we get to the end of Icon, and again, we have got some sort of weather system coming southeastwards across the country, bringing some rain with it and introducing some cooler air from the Atlantic. Well, the KMA looks like that. It's all much of a muchness for the weekend. High pressure ridging up from the southwest ahead of the next area of low pressure. Next week we turn more westerly, and there's Ernesto just there with the KMA. That looks like it's heading into our quadrant of the North Atlantic. Indeed it does. So the KMA by around day 10, which is 23rd of August, giving us a blast of wet and windy weather from Ernesto. That could bring severe gales into Ireland. It came off, and just generally wet and windy weather elsewhere. We end up by 25th of August with KMA with low pressure to the north of Scotland. Now, a direct hit from the remains of Ernesto with the KMA. What about the GFS midnight run? Let's see what that one's doing. Now, once more into the weekend, high pressure in the south brings quite a bit of dry weather. The north will be rather more unsettled. Early next week, another band of shower rain pushing eastwards across the country, introducing sunshine and showers. Baseball remains of Ernesto just there. What happens with that? Well, it becomes quite a significant low to west of Scotland around days 8, 9, 10, and brings a band of wet weather across the country with some gales into the far northwestern side of the country. And then into extended range last week of August, rather unsettled for the north. Well, back to the north-south split, really. So mostly dry in the south, actually. Reasonably warm, a little bit more showery up in the north. GFS 6Z, again, the weekend, north-south split, high pressure south, low pressure north, into those westerly winds. The 6Z then moves Ernesto into the Atlantic, just there. By the middle of next week, the upshot of that is temporarily to build a little ridge ahead of it, but that ridge is soon pushed aside as the remains of Ernesto then comes in around days 10 and 11, 23rd, 24th of August, that's bank holiday weekend, of course, bringing a band of rain across the country and introducing showers. And then beyond that, well, we're looking rather showery with the GFS 6Z up to month's end, and up to the end of the run gets us to the 29th of August today. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much for doing that. Why not drop a comment and let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids and get them to subscribe too. So much to do there. 85 subscribers will get us to 18.7k. So if you could give us a sub, tell your friends and family to subscribe, it will be incredible and it will be awesome. We will thank you so much for doing that. Okay, GM, once again, bringing a weather system southeast cross country Thursday into Friday, then introducing showers from the west into weekend, high pressure south, low pressure to the north, a proper north-south split. Early next week, another weather system coming in, bringing wet weather into the west and across the country. Baseball remains of Ernesto just there. What does the GM do with that? Well, it doesn't deepen it into a significant low, but it does bring it in as an area of low pressure, probably along a waving weather front. So we probably get a spell of wet weather from Ernesto, followed by a little transient ridge building up from the Azores high by day 10. And then finally, the ECM looks like that. So into the weekend, dry in the south, showers in the north, and winds in from the west. Early next week, there's Ernesto yet again into the North Atlantic. Meanwhile, we have another weather system coming in from the west and from the northwest. Mid of next week turns rather showery with northwest winds and cooler as well. And then days 9 and 10, we get a bit of a hit from Ernesto as this particular area of low just here. That brings wet and windy weather to the north and to the west. Probably not all that much rain though down in the south. This precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Meteo.com. So showery rain gradually easing its way across England and Wales through the course of today and tonight. Will fizzle out though before it reaches southeast corner tomorrow. Then more wet windy weather in Scotland and Northern Ireland through the latter stages of this week. Some wet weather there getting down into the south actually right at the very end of the week. So that brings a little bit of a soaking into more southern, southeastern parts of the country, followed by the north-south split for the weekend. Showers in the north, mostly dry though, down in the south. And then next week, most of the rain initially tend to be more towards the north and the west. And then we get the remains of Ernesto by day 10. Just here, bringing proper old wet, windy weather into the northwest, with showery conditions spreading eastwards across the country. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. The Icelandic Met Office gets us to the 28th of August. 17 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure to the north and high pressure to the south. And we're in a flat westerly flow. 14 with low pressure in the Atlantic, high pressure over France. Probably a little bit more unsettled with that one. We've got 11 high pressure over to the east country, low pressure out to the Atlantic. And that draws up wind. Quite a warm southerly southwest direction, and then we've got 9 low pressure right over top of the country. That's the most unsettled option, probably. 2 weeks time, these are the options that we've got. It gets us to the 28th of August. 23 members of the ECM ensembles again, low pressure north, high pressure to the south. That's set westerly, showery in the north, probably reasonably dry in the south. 19 with low pressure to the west of Scotland. Again, that looks rather unsettled. And then we've got 9, a little bit different, high pressure to the east. That probably brings up a warm southerly southeasterly flow. Should have a lot of dry weather with it as well for the end of August. So the majority options look a little bit more unsettled, especially so for the north. CFSV2, finally, and then we're going to be done. So these are 500 millibar high times, broken down into weekly periods. The first weekly period will take us from the 13th to the 19th of August. The next week we'll have low pressure to the north and high pressure to the south. And we will be bringing in a westerly flow. Both unsettled in the north, mainly dry in the south. Week 2 looks a little bit more unsettled. It's the 20th to the 26th of August. Low pressure sinking in across the country. So that's probably more unsettled as we go into Bank Holiday weekend. Week 3 is going to be the 27th of August to the 2nd of September with high pressure just to the west. Southwest, low pressure to the northeast. That should bring some amount of dry weather, especially so to the south and west. And then finally, week 4 will be the 3rd through to the 9th of September. Low pressure deepening to the west of Scotland. And we bring in a westerly flow from off the Atlantic. So, looks a little bit mixed as we go into the, I've just had a cat come in, it's gone missing. Anyway, I better wrap up the video, I better go looking for it. No, what was I saying? No, looks a little bit more unsettled for the north and the west of the country, but main dry down in the south. Right, we're done. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends, family, back down, well, get them to subscribe too. It's amazing, it's incredible. Hello? Where you come from? So that is incredible. Thanks so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, I'll just tell us happening on my channel tomorrow against the UK weather forecast, the next Bank Holiday update, and there'll be a 10 to 14 gale. I'm going to go and find out where this cat has come from and what it's doing in my my room. But you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And for this, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.